That's the way it looks. Shane Warner's been left out today, an interesting decision by the Australian selectors, largely because there was some moisture around in this Gabbett wicket, but they have a lot of bowling there. McGrath, McDermott, Rifle and Shane Lee, some part-timers in Stuart Law and Ricky Ponting, and of course Michael Bevan will bowl spin. Mark Waugh will be the off-spinner for Australia. That's the way the Australian team look. Now the West Indies, they've had some problems at the top of the order. Sherwin Campbell and Stuart Williams will open today. Phil Simmons has been a little bit out of touch. Richie Richardson, the captain there, and a very strong fast bowling attack of Bishop, Ambrose and Walsh. So it's going to be a very good...
Shout, gone, it's 1 for 2.
That was a pretty... Must have got a very faint edge. The ball didn't deviate at all, but there was no doubt once Ian Healy caught it, the appeal from behind. It's gone for a duck, and the West Indies are 1 for 2.
It's driving, and he beats mid-on. Good start. The outfield reasonably fast this morning, and pick up 2 runs. Bounces short of the gums. He's almost certainly going to be somewhere around about off stump to a right-hander. Simmons going forward to a ball that was a fraction short. It was lucky it didn't carry. It's a good shot. That's going to go all the way. That's a big one. Oh. No ball. This gets through again. This is a good over for the West Indies. We won't get this one. It's a boundary. Humidity's high.
This is better play. This is more like the aggressive Phil Simmons we've seen.
The ball, it's got him. That's a magnificent delivery. The ball has nipped back a long way. He's back on the stump.
Sherwin Campbell on the back foot for the stump. Great start here for Rifle. Correct. For McGrath, not such a good start for the West Indies. Campbell bowled. West Indies 2 for 2.
He smashed. That's Richie Richardson.
Richie Richardson and Phil Simmons looking better today than they've looked for the whole tour. That was not even half-inch off of the ground. Just screamed to the boundary ropes of 4.
Straight down the ground. Good shot. That's well played. It's right up in the slot, that one. Off the back foot. He hit it straight down the ground. Will it get to the boundary? I think it'll probably just make it. Yes, they needed that boundary. And that was nicely played by Richie Richardson. Waited for the ball to get up there and hit it very well. One short, it's in the air. There's no one back square. Couple of bounces in it. Well played again. He's got that one away into the gap, and that's brought up the 50. So the West Indies going pretty well here. That outfield's a lot quicker too, and I think that made it. Did it? Was his foot on the rope as he went over? The players have got to be very conscious of that these days. The umpire.
That is a great shot. That's 6 runs. Richie Richardson off a no ball.
Nothing better than this today. Dermott was on the receiving end, and it's a typical Richardson stroke. He hits them in the air, has great difficulty in keeping that particular stroke down.
For this side.
It's going high and higher still. 6 more. Boundary, and Richie Richardson took advantage of it.
Well, this is backing your own ability. There's a man back for the hook shot. He's in a long way. One wonders, had he have been on the...
And there's the 100 up for the West Indies. Thanks to a very good partnership between... and this could be caught. Mid-off. And Shane Lee is the man. It's a good piece of flight there from Mark Waugh.
At the moment. Simmons out. 3 for 101. One's flicked away on the onside, and it's going to bounce away for 4.
World Series competition, Shane Lee. That's well placed. Just past Healy and well wide. And there's 50 for Richie Richardson. Well played. The West Indies captain has got to admire his perseverance. He's played with an injury and he's starting to come back into form.
There's 50 of 68 balls.
Or chance there for Paul Rifle, but a very difficult one. That was hit hard.
I think it might have just been past him by the time he got it up there. Just watch the timing here. onto the front foot, whack off the meat of the bat, and it was just gone by the time his hand went up, and you could see Rifle's reaction.
And that one is taken. Gee whiz, he must disappoint his captain.
Out for 18 off 19 ball.
Bad, climbing onto the leg stump. West Indies loses another wicket.
Look for two, they're going. There's going to be trouble. He's going to be out. Yes, he's gone. He's Brown well short of his ground, and the West Indies now losing wickets in very, very ordinary fashion.
As they pick the wrong.
Oh, and that's gone as well. That's a very, very good catch. Takes it as comfortably as you'd ever expect. Richie Richardson is gone, so that's a big blow.
West Indies, and they're in strife. 7 for 171.
That's in the air, straight down the ground. That's pretty well hit. That's in fact 6 runs. It's gone. It's a beautiful shot.
Yes, it was just an easy follow through. He kept the bat going straight in the direction where he wanted the ball to go, and it just.
And that's another beautiful shot. Otis Gibson finding
So far until today, and suddenly Otis Gibson, the hitter, has appeared at the Gabba. He's hit a couple of very powerful shots.
On a good batting pitch like this, then it allows scope for that type of stroke.
He's had a go at that one, and it's gone flying away down towards the mid-wicket boundary, and he get 4. They hit that one straight to mid-on. It didn't hit the middle of the bat. There was a fair bit of edge in it, and it went all the way to the boundary. Service to go. That's a nice little chip away on the onside. That's 2 more. This is a very useful partnership. Will he come back for the third? Otis Gibson just a little bit throw. In comes slow. In comes the flat throw. He's got him. That's ridiculous.
8 for 218.
He's had a go at that one. That's going to go right out of the ground. That's a huge hit. It's got what a big 6 that was. There's the shot again, taking it away down towards fine leg. Just watch this go. It's going way up over the top. That's it. Clean bowled. This he's obviously got to go with it. Go for it at this stage, and that hit middle and leg. It was bang on target, and I think everyone expected him to. What's more, it's even brought a little smile to his face. 9 for 228. Bowled him. That's a magnificent delivery. Bang on, dead straight. Slipped in a few.
score was in fact 229 at one stage, but we can tell you that the umpires have adjusted the score to Richie Richardson's score to 81 as a result of this piece of fielding. It was a very good innings by him. He got great support from Otis Gibson, who played a sparkling knot as well. No wicket for 43 off 8. Waugh bowled very, very well, his off-spinners, without Shane Warne to back him up today. 2 for 30 off 10 overs for Mark Waugh. Very good effort.
Really could never drop that one, but that'll be a big.
It's 1 for 1.
That's well played, beautifully played in fact. Bisecting the offside field, and once again Roger Hopper flying after it, and once again they collect themselves 3 comfortable. Got him, caught behind. That's a big wicket for the West Indies. He's beaten him once, and that was another.
This is the delivery that struck Mark Waugh on the fingers, forced him onto the back foot, whack, right on the bottom hand. That was the softener, and that really did stir him up. And then to follow it up with this delivery here, angled in at the right-hander, moved away. He went to hit it behind square.
On strike. Oh, and again, a good delivery. He's getting the ball to move away a little bit. And that one bounced. That's well played. He's hit that one for 4. That's very well.
Short. And just too short on this occasion. Mark Taylor taking full toll, played it beautifully, rolled the wrists over it, and placed it just perfectly.
Well, that's well played. Short, and he got onto that really quickly. He hit that one.
This one's gone, that's for sure. Taylor's out. Almost would have got fined. Just missed the stumps with the slash.
Would have added insult to injury. He didn't miss the stumps.
It's all happening at the Gabba. Australia 3 for 27 here at the Gabba. Well, that's going to be 4 wides. That's a bad one.
Well, that's a cracking stroke. You won't see anything better than that today.
Which all the great players do. No better shot than this. Getting right back and across and punching with the full face of the bat through cover. Not point, not backward point, cover. Could have been out, and it gets 5. Well, when it's run with you, it does. We'll go to the rope. We'll get there. 5 runs. Oh, that's a cracking shot. It really is a fine shot from Ricky Ponting. He is a young star for sure. That's another one. That's a better shot. Oh, lovely. One was better. It was a fraction shorter, and he really hammered this one. Beautiful stroke, and the crowd here, the full house at the Gabba.
A searching test. Oh, it's a good shot from Stuart Law. Effortless.
But against George Law, looking really classy here. Bishop, and another one here off of Gibson. Right back past him, and that's going to be 4 runs. Really gorgeous batting.
Oh, and that's gone down.
It's the bowler. This ball came off the middle of the bat, and Phil Simmons really just had to bend and catch. He didn't.
Oh, excellent shot. One bounce.
Ricky Ponting here just leaning into this one from Courtney Walsh.
Ponting to Lee, a chance for Curtly Ambrose. And he went about that very badly.
Is that you try to get to the position and take the catch. You just move very, very slowly. And then in the end, the ball over the back of his head, always running to it, which is difficult.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot, beautifully played. A magnificent straight drive, right off the meat of the bat, and pushed away on the offside. Will they come back for the second? Just one. Played away to mid-on, and that's his 50. That's very well played. He struggled just a little bit at the beginning, played and missed once or twice, but he's played some beautiful shots. And he's now placed Australia, along with Law, he's placed Australia in a good position.
Well, that's 6.
Not too short. He's got it on the up. The wide mid-on position, almost to mid-wicket, and carried the rope.
This time he'll be out. Roger Hart got an injury, but there's another example of the impatience of Ricky Ponting in a one-day game.
1 off 86, 4 for 142.
That's through the gap. Well caught. That's an absolutely magnificent. There he is, and this is, you won't see many better catches than this. He went a long, long way. It was hit quite firmly back at him.
And moving very, very well. 5 for 179 is Australia.
Bevan is wandering down the pitch. We'll soon find out. Let's see. There's a little stutter there. That probably put Bevan off. This has got to be out, surely. Here comes the throw.
Michael Bevan is hesitating a little bit. The red light.
Walsh is into the attack again, and what a good shot that is. That's magnificently played. Side field, and it went for 4 easily.
This is an excellent shot. Everybody's inside the circle behind the bowler. Back over the bowler's head. 4 runs. Really well. Seeing aggression with defense.
In the air, got him. Yes, he's out. He's caught that, but the batsman's not going. Well, they're going to consider. I thought that we were going to have a coming together of the umpires there. But I think Shane Lee may have...
At feet. One of their favourite sons, Ian Healy, the Queenslander, drop kicking this one. The ground drying out now.
It's gone again. This is a better shot. This is 4. Oh, he's hooked that beautiful
In the air to the man out at deep backward square, but he's equal to the task and gets it in front of square, straight over mid-wicket and right out of the screws. That's just a... It came off the hand of Ambrose, which slowed it down, allowed Richie Richardson to come in. He picks up beautifully on the... Gone. He has to be out and out.
And it's now 8 for 216, and what a match. Rifle out for 14. In the air, could be out. Courtney Walsh, yes, he's got him. Well. Yes, didn't bowl too quickly, AUS Gibson. Almost an off-cutter, slow off-cutter. Here we had trouble timing it. And the big man, the big fast bowler, took it easily. Those big hands. Healy's gone back for 15. It's gone! The West Indies bit off a big win here. A well-deserved win, defending 232. They've bowled Australia out in the 47th over, 48th over. So a very good effort by the West Indies. They're back in town.
They were bowled out for 217, the Australians, in 47.4 overs. It was a pretty good effort by them. A topsy-turvy situation, really, where Australia at a couple of stages looked like they were going to cruise to victory, largely when Ponting and Law were at the wicket. Ricky Ponting scoring 61 from 86, Stuart Law 62 from 95, but then they lost the wickets of Bevan and Lee in pretty quick succession, and Ian Healy kept them with a glimmer of hope, along with a partnership with Paul Rifle, scoring 15 and 14 respectively, but finally they were bowled out 2-1-7 by a pretty good effort from the West Indian bowlers. Headed up by Curtly Ambrose, 9 overs, 1 for 20. He was in great form today. Courtney Walsh bowled pretty well, but went for a few runs, 2 for 56. Bishop picked up 2 wickets, as did AUS Gibson, who was in fact the man of the match with that